Welcome to 30 Days to Greater Self-Love. I am your self-love and mindset coach, Corinthia Williams, and my mission is to help women transform mind, body, and soul by helping them and guiding them to tapping in and embracing their inner power and live a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. So listen, y'all, if you have not download your free self-love quiz, I don't know, what are you waiting for? Because in that quiz, it'll help you measure your self-love, right? So I asked strategic questions in that quiz to help you identify what level of self-love you're at and give you specific questions to help you really realize, am I giving up of my time? Am I doing too much? Am I not taking time for myself and things like that? So make sure you download the free self-love quiz. That Linktree link is to everything: my books, my freebies, my teachings, the Queen's Tribe, all that good stuff is right there. So if you need any assistance, you can go there and find what you need. Okay. All right, y'all. Today we're talking about mindset. Put mindset in the comments because we're going to be talking about shifting your mindset for greater self-love. A lot of times we want to start a journey. We want to set goals. We want to do the things that, to better ourselves. And a lot of times we just hit the road running. We hit the ground running. We doing the tasks. We making a to-do list. We changing up the morning routines. We're planning. We got vision boards. We got all that stuff going on, right? We do all the work, but sometimes we get stuck in the doing. We stop in the doing. We get frustrated in the doing. We get tired in the doing. And a lot of times because of that, the reason why we stop, the reason why we get tired, the reason why we want to quit, the reason why we don't see the results is because we haven't officially made a mindset change. We have not shifted our mindsets. And so on today, I'm going to give you 3 mindset shifts you can do in order to help you along your self-love journey, help you along reaching your goals of success, helping you along being more aware and more in tune into what you want. Big shout out to that person who just downloaded their quiz. Thank you guys so much. You will not regret it. Listen, when you download the quiz, also, you can take advantage of the 20% off of my ebook, 30 Days to Greater Self-Love. In that ebook, y'all, guess what? It's going to give you 30 days, step-by-step, things you can do each of those days to help you gain more awareness of your self-love, helping you to start a self-love journey, enhance your self-love journey, and to be more intentional along your way. There's affirmations there. There's tons of stuff in that ebook, and you can get it when you download the free self-love quiz for 20% off. So make sure you do that as well. Okay, so like I said, we're going to shift these mindsets, y'all. Come on into the room. Come on. You watching this on the replay. Come on. We're going to shift these mindsets, y'all, because we have not gotten the results we truly want. And sometimes it starts here. I say it all the time. Every thought, every idea starts right here in our minds. And in order to get beyond where we used to be, we got to first change our mindset. So self-love is a powerful and transformational practice that allows us to embrace our true worth and live a more fulfilled life, right? But however, many of us struggle with the negative beliefs, those negativities, those things that we used to think about ourselves, those ways we used to feel about us, those beliefs that's been transferred down to generation. I know for me, there's things that my great-grandmother used to say, my grandmother, my mother, and it just came down to generation, the way we thought as women, the way we acted as women. And we get a lot of stuff from generations before us. But let me tell you, a lot of those things that we get We can't use it today. We can't get to where we want to go thinking the same way. Those negative beliefs about ourselves, those generational curses that transfer from generation to generation, those things are holding you back. And in order to break the curses, in order to break the lie, in order to break the negative belief, we got to change and shift our mindset. We got to think more abundantly. We got to think more love. We got to think more gratitude. We got to think differently in order to become what we truly want to be. We all have dreams and goals. Come on. If you're living here on earth, if you woke up this morning, you got a dream and goal for yourself, right? And in order to reach that dream and goal, we have to, guess what? Change our mindsets. Guess what? Be more intentional. So one of the ways you can shift your belief, right? You could change that negative belief into something positive is by challenging those limited beliefs. It's time to go to war. And a lot of times we think the war, the enemy is those external things. Don't get me wrong. There's things out there that want to war against us, right? But there's an internal war that's going on the inside. There's a war in our mind that's going on. There's a war in our spirit that's going on. And a lot of times it's hard for us to overtake those negative thoughts because we are so used to it. You know how you are so used to something, you just do it automatically, right? I remember driving to work when I used to work at a bank. Some years ago, I would drive to work. I was working at the same place for 12 years, and it became automatic for me to go the same route at the same time, right? To the point where sometimes I don't even remember the drive that I took because I was so used of doing the same thing Monday through Friday, every day at the same time, going to the same place, seeing the same people, right? So because we have sat with those negative thoughts for so long, y'all, we believed and doubted ourselves. We feared. We had excuses. We had so many things in our minds that we were comfortable with. We believed the lie, right? We believed the lie. And so on today, I want you to know that you got to challenge those limited beliefs. Our limited beliefs shapes our reality. Your beliefs shape your reality. It shapes your reality. So what are you believing about yourself? Right? What are you believing about you? What is it about you that stops you from going? What is it about you that hinders you from getting to your goals? What is it that you believe about yourself? Right? That's been stopping you from being the greater version of yourself. What is it? What do we believe about our environment, ourselves? Because those beliefs is what cultivate our reality. If you change your mind, you'll change your life. And that's for the better or for the worse, right? So we got to challenge those negative thoughts that wander freely in our mind. We got to bring them captive and tell them it's a lie. And rebuke it and say, you know what? I'm not lazy. You know what? I'm not fearful. You know what? I'm not worthless. Whatever thoughts that be tickering, tapping you on the shoulder in the middle of the night, making you feel like you're not good enough. We got to challenge that thought and put new thoughts in our lives. So how do you do that? By writing affirmations, by if you believe in God, if you believe in scripture, by reading scripture, by reading books, by listening to positive and motivational things, putting yourself in different environments. Shucks, even going a different way to work, dressing up, becoming the person that you truly want to be. What do that woman or that man that you truly want to be look like? What would they be wearing today? Would they have on makeup? Would they have on a suit? Would they have on some good smelling cologne and perfume? We got to change what we see, what we intake. We got to change those negative beliefs around and challenge them for more positive beliefs. What are you thinking? Today, I want to challenge you to think about what you're thinking about. Let me say that again. I want to challenge you by you thinking about what you're thinking about. Be intentional with your thoughts. Be intentional where you eat lunch, what you wear today, how you feel, what you speak, what you say out your mouth. Are you saying negative things? Are you gossiping and talking about people? Or are you changing? Right? Are you changing? Are you speaking life? Are you speaking gratitude? What are you thinking about? We have to challenge those limited beliefs. Next, practice self-appreciation, right? You got to start congratulating yourself. You got to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to be that person that cheers you on and accept who you are and be grateful for where you are. Because a lot of times, y'all, we look at the negative so often. We look at the things that we can't do. Look at the things that aren't going right in our lives. We want to look at the negative things. We want to beat ourselves up about the mistakes that we made, right? We want to do all the negative things. And because unfortunately, we are taught to look at the negative. We're not taught to appreciate ourselves and praise ourselves and love ourselves and care for ourselves. We're not taught that. Right? Society say, fix what's wrong. Worry about the negative. Worry about the doubts, the fears, the insecurities. Let that run rapid in your mind. But on today, I want you to practice self-appreciation. Right? By focusing on the positive attributes, you can shift your mindset from self-criticism to self-appreciation. Affirmations, like I said, gratitude practices can also be powerful tools to cultivate self-love and appreciation. We got to change what we see about ourselves and what we say about ourselves. We got to find the value in us. You got to find your positive attributes and focus on them. You might be 20, 10, 50, 100 pounds overweight. But there's something good about you. There's a great positive there's a great and powerful positive thing about you. You have to identify that and appreciate that. You have attributes to bless the world, but instead of blessing the world, you are so fixated on the negative things. So it's time to appreciate yourself. If nobody told you today, Queen, tell yourself that you love you. If nobody told you on today, Queen, tell yourself that you're beautiful, that you're worthy, that you are loved. Y'all, we got to change the narrative. We can no longer live in a negative mind space and a negative thought pattern. We got to change what we see about ourselves. We're shifting our minds to greater self-love. And in order to tap into our self-love and realize who we truly are, we got to shift those minds. We got to challenge those limited beliefs, practice self-appreciation, and lastly, cultivate mindfulness. Cultivate mindfulness, right? Because y'all, we are so busy being busy. We are so busy being busy that life can pass us by just like that. Where you can't see the light, where you can't see the goodness, where you can't even see the happiness that you truly want. A lot of us are walking in the blessings that we have prayed for. A lot of us are walking in answered prayers, but we can't even see it because we're so fixated on the negative. We're so fixated on what we don't have. We're so fixated on the insecurities that we have, the fears that we have, that we don't even realize that we are walking in answered prayers. Come on, somebody. You are walking in answered prayers and don't even realize it. Y'all, I'm telling you, when you start loving yourself, when you start a self-love journey, let me put this tablet down. When you start a self-love journey, when you really be intentional and mindful and be in the moment, you get to see the love that you truly wanted. You get to see the peace that that's there that you've been asking for, but God already placed it there. You start being more intentional about where you go, how you feel, what you do on your day-to-day practices. You are more intentional. You can see the love that is already there in your heart. But so often we want to be busy. So often we want to focus on the negative. So often we want to be everywhere else but be in the present. So on today, we got to do the work, y'all. I always say that self-love is a journey. Self-love is a journey. It's a process, and it is never over and done. You might have started a self-love journey. You might have been on this journey for so long, but let me tell you, from my own experience, I've been back and forth with my thoughts. I've been back and forth on my journey because things can pop up at any time. Life be lifing, y'all. Things be happening. I know. So sometimes you think you got it all good, and then you get knocked back down and say, dang, what happened? I used to do this. I used to do that. Let me be the first to tell you on today, it's not too late to start over. There's nothing wrong with starting over. You're not too old. Who cares what people think, right? Who cares what anybody say? It's about you. We have to take us more serious. We got to be more intentional and more mindful about us. We got to change our mindset for us. We got to change the way we look at ourselves and treat ourselves for us, because the very thing you want from somebody else, you have to give it to yourself first. Subscribe to my YouTube page if you missed any of the lives. And if you're ready to start a journey of self-love, start with taking the free quiz. Take the free self-love quiz. Answer the questions. Be intentional. Be truthful when you answer those questions. Be real with yourself, because it'll help you measure where you are on your self-love journey and what areas you possibly can work more towards becoming more intentional about. And listen, when you download that, download your quiz, you get 20% off my ebook, 30 Days to Greater Self-Love. And that's going to take you day by day to do work on you. Y'all, if we want to change anything, if we're shifting our mindset, if we're getting closer to those goals, if we want more out of ourselves and out of life, we got to do the work. We got to do the work. It doesn't get easier. You know, sometimes we think, yo, I'm this certain age, you know, I know better, I should have done better, blah, blah, blah. We can't beat ourselves up, y'all. We just got to do the work. The work is there. But as you do the work and be intentional and be purposeful in your doing, guess what? Things are going to change for you. You're going to see yourself more loving, more kind, more at peace, more of the things that you truly want and want to work towards. As you do the work, it will happen. All right. So y'all be blessed. And remember, guys, I love you, but God loves you more. And I'm going to see each of us at the top, because there's no more room at the bottom. And also remember, self-love isn't selfish. It is necessary. So make sure you do something for yourself today. Download the free quiz. Take the free quiz, and also take advantage of that 20% off. That's going to be going on all month. So make sure you take advantage now. And y'all, we just going to rock out and love on ourselves and be a better version of us. All right. So y'all be blessed. Peace.